Right now, if you are single and you are living in Accra and you are making 10K a month, and by the 15th of the month, you don't know where the money has passed, you do not have an income problem. You have a problem. Whether you are earning 10K or 5K or 7K or 1,000 or 800, if you don't know, then you have a problem. Most people don't even understand what money is. Money can be a master, but then it can also be a tool. So I'm sure you've seen it on X and Twitter by now, how that people are arguing about this whole 10,000 Ghana cedis or 10K, whether that money is sufficient for survival in Accra. Some of the view that it's more than enough, and some think that this can take you through a whole month. It's funny how there are two sides to this thing. The average guy on the street is dreaming of this 10K. If he had 10K a month, all his problems would be solved. But to other people, it's like it can't even get him through a week in Accra. Listen, I get it. The price of everything is up, right? The Trotsky fare, the Uber fare, the Chale, the Jollof, the Wache, everything seems to be going higher and higher, right? ECG, your ECG bill is getting higher and higher, so is your water bill, and so many things, right? We can blame all this on inflation and say that, yeah, the economy is just doing the economy stuff. Inflation is a real thing, right? But I think the problem here to me is the way some people are treating it, like this 10K is just for transport, or you use this for TNT. I'm like, what? Seriously?
What?
Right now, if you are single and you are living in Accra and you are making 10K a month, and by the 15th of the month, you don't know where the money has passed, I have some tough love for you, right? Because you do not have an income problem. You have a management problem. Listen, don't get mad at me, right? But whether you are earning 10K or 5K or 7K or 1,000 or 800, right? If you don't know where your money is going to at the end of the month, then you have a problem. And guess what? That money is never going to be enough. Trust me. Well, if you went through the Ghanaian schooling system, there's a high probability that you have no idea about financial literacy, because nobody was actually taught about financial literacy. School taught us how to find X and calculate complex equations that we may never ever use in our lifetime. But then they failed to teach us how to find that 500 Ghana cedis that gets missing at the end of the month. And I can prove it. Listen, how many of you watching this right now can tell me specifically how much money you earned last month? If you have one income source, that's a very easy thing, right? Now, how many of you can tell me how much you spent and what exactly you spend the money on? Go ahead. Type in the comments below. I really want to know. If you can, say yes. If not, say Chale. Just write Chale. I'll understand. The truth is that most Ghanaians do not track their expenses. They don't know what they are spending money on. They know they are spending money, but if I should ask them what percentage of your money or your income is going into transport or food or rent, it would be a struggle, because we don't like to track how we spend our money. We like to receive the money, but then tracking how it's being spent, it feels like you are being put in bondage. Here's a law in life I learned from a mentor many, many years ago. And it's this: you will lose what you do not manage. Let me say it again. You will, not me, you will lose what you do not manage. It's that simple. If you treat your money in a way that you are not managing it, you are going to lose it. And that law applies to every other aspect of our lives, right? If you do not manage your relationships, you're going to lose them. If you do not manage your marriage, you're going to lose it. If you do not manage your time, you are going to lose it. So if you're losing money, there's a high probability that it's not being managed properly. I remember when I got to understand this and I actually started tracking my finances. It was just a spreadsheet. Open up a spreadsheet. How much is coming in? How much is going out? I was just tracking everything. And it was a very, very, very big eye opener to me. It showed me that my problem is not only the income, right? It's mainly about the expenses. There were too many exits. And it was going out to places that I did have some level of control over. And I realized that, okay, let me put this into the right perspective. Let me manage this. I remember I was speaking to a lady who was managing a water business, right? And yeah, she buys water and sells. And I was just asking her, like, how much have you made this month? She had no idea. Okay, what are your expenses for this kind of business? What do you normally spend on? No idea because she wasn't recording anything. She had nothing written down. She felt like, oh, it's not anything serious. So there's no need to really, write all these things down. That's that's an unforgivable sin when it comes to finances. If you can't track it, then there's no way you'll be able to manage it. And data brings clarity. If you're not tracking your finances, you're just chasing money in the dark. It's like your pocket just has holes and you don't even know how many holes your pocket has, right? So it's not really about how much is coming in, but then how am I tracking the money that's going out? I also noticed that most Ghanaians are highly influenced through social media posts. There was a friend who was showing me a post of an influencer traveling around the world, sharing nice pictures and all that kind of thing. And I didn't know how she wanted me to react. Maybe I was supposed to be jealous or envious, but I really didn't care, right? Because we tend to chase that life and think that that is the life, right? If you are living like that, it means, yeah, you've made it. Well, maybe because I'm a marketer, I see things from a marketing point of view a lot of times, and I know that most of these people are just faking it to make it. Or maybe because I'm just an analyst, I like to analyze things critically and how it should actually apply to my life. Or maybe it's because I'm just a millennial and yeah, maybe some of these things don't move millennials a lot. If you're a millennial watching this, let me know if those posts actually move you. It looks grandiose. It looks wow. It looks like this person is living the life and you'd want to imitate that. You are being influenced to imitate that kind of lifestyle. Eating out at places you can't afford, and you're taking pictures to also post out there so that people would also see that you realize that you are being influenced to spend money without really thinking about it. You are being a bad manager. So if you're there earning 10K and it's not enough for you, maybe you shouldn't be eating at restaurants that cost 2K a night. You shouldn't be taking trips that cost 5K or buying gifts that cost 3K and more on a regular. And I think if you dive deeper into the problem here, is that most people don't even understand what money is, right? Money can be a master, but then it can also be a tool. Jesus said you can't serve two masters, and he highlighted money as one of those masters. It's either money or God. But that's a deep rabbit hole that I don't want to turn this video into a 30-minute lecture or anything like that. If you want more on that, you should definitely subscribe. I'll be sharing more content about topics like this, where we can talk about money, because I think most people were not given a talk about money. So yeah, that's for another topic. But for now, I think it's time we stop complaining about this 10K and start tracking our 10 Ghana cedis. That would be a great starting point. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe, hit the bell, hit the notification icon, and leave a comment below what you think about this whole thing. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, if you need a tracking app, right, an app to track your income and your expenses, there are a lot of free ones out there and a lot of paid ones. I personally use one called Expenless, And with that, there's a free version, which is very easy to use. There's also a paid version, which is a one-time payment. That's why I like it. I don't want to be paying every single month for the finance app I use. That's just me. I'll put the link in the description below so you can also click through and get that for yourself. If you liked this video, make sure you like, and make sure you also share this with someone. Maybe you know someone who is earning 10K and the money vanishes within a week. This video might help the person. So make sure you share it with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.